Yeah, we are in New York for the next 10 days. First off, we gotta get this thing rigged up. The new Native Watercraft Slayer Max 10. All right, on the tournament spot, I think. Wow, that's a freaking football. I'm not crazy. We have returned in the same spot we launched for the tournament. What's up, man?
Yo, someone called it a bath.
Hang on, I got another giant.
He's gonna go in the video. Do I get to be in the video as a voice commentator? It's a 1 pounder for Blanchard.
Oh.
Stop interrupting your video.
See ya. Definitely could have used that one for the tournament. Look at the size of these fish. I love California, but springtime in New York, hard to beat. Alrighty, what is happening, everybody? We are back in California. Man, I don't even know how many videos, 4 or 5 videos, all up in New York. Awesome time, but back in California, and you can see in the back, maybe you can't see, I'm not sure, but there is no kayak. And there's a reason for that. While we were in New York, we had Ramel, aka the Wizard himself, do a little tune-up, we'll say, a little makeover to the Titan 10.5. It's been everywhere, Texas, Tennessee, SoCal. It's been my go-to kayak for the past few years, and it's been very good to me, so I figured we'd give it a little bit of a makeover. On our way to Ramel's place, actually we're just about there. Yeah, we'll see what he's been up to, the changes he's made. Might have to dial in this boat. There are some big changes, but we'll go over it. We'll see what's going on. I always forget where he lives. Actually. Alrighty, see what we got.
What up?
The workshop.
It's working
itself.
It is a ungodly mess right now. I'm embarrassed.
I'm sure a lot of people are curious where the magic happens.
Oh geez, it's more like where the disaster happens.
Want to give us a quick little tour?
Sure.
Show us what you got. You got some tools in here, right?
I got some tools. That's the CNC router, so that's where I make all the graphite and cut all the parts, and that's probably the coolest thing I have in here.
Got some turtles.
Got turtles and oh my goodness,
It's everything you can need, right? Just
RC stuff, just a bunch of stuff. Tool carts, kayaks, and parts over there, randomness. And, yeah, it's nutty.
But it's your own madness. You got your own organization.
Sort of. Well, when you got so many kayaks coming in and out, it's kind of like right after your goes, I have another one coming.
Oh my gosh! So here she is. There's some big changes.
Still a work in progress.
It is a preview. We'll go over this full thing when it's all rigged up. Dude, oh my god! I just don't know how it makes stuff fit so good. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are leaving the Wizards, and it is about 7 o'clock. You guys probably noticed we packed the rods today, and we were actually anticipating on getting the boat on the water, testing it out, and doing some fishing, but we had to do some last-minute adjustments, some fine-tuning, some things that took a little bit more time, so unfortunately it's about 7 o'clock. It's a little too windy and a little too late to get out on the water, so game plan now is to head home, get all this stuff unloaded, put back in the garage. I myself tomorrow have to do a few more adjustments to the boat, as well as just kind of add on my own accessories. But I'll tell you what, this is a completely different rig. This is a completely different kayak as far as what we have on it. I mean, the new motor, weight distribution, electronics. I mean, I'm very excited for it, but this will take probably a little bit to get used to just because I've rocked the same setup for so long. But that is the plan. We're gonna get back home, put this guy in the garage, and after I get it as outfitted as I possibly can, we'll go over exactly what changes Ramel was able to do to the Titan 10.5, and then to finish the video, we'll actually get it out on the water and do some fishing. But I've got a little bit of a drive home, but I will see you guys then, and we'll go over the boat. All right, guys. So it is about 7 o'clock the following night. You know, today we had to do a little bit more work on the boat here. Just some minor details, had to run to the store to get a few things, but I think she's ready to finally hit the water tomorrow. We'll probably go to the Delta. But as promised, I want to show you guys exactly the changes that were made and pretty much the new layout of the Titan 10.5. We'll start at the front. So probably the biggest thing, very noticeable, is we got some lights now. We've got some navigation lights. Obviously, we're running a motor, so we need the nav lights to stay legal. The red and the green. Much better than what we had before, where we really just put some clip-on lights up here. So those are nice. And we do have a switch panel that is going to control these lights right at our side. You can see our switch panel right here. There's 3 buttons here. The first one controls our lights. On, off. We also have another button right here. Click that guy, and we've got interior white lights. Pretty cool. And then the other button, the first button, is for our graph. So that just powers our graph on right there. We'll keep it on. So 3 buttons right here to control our lights and our graph. Going back up here, one of the biggest changes to this boat that Ramel did was adding a second Torqeedo battery. So we'll talk about the new motor in a second, but we're running one in the front, and you can see how he's made this bracket. Basically, so the Torqeedo battery goes up off the bottom of the boat and backs into part of the hull and stays nice and secure right there, and we can just use a little Allen key to take it out if we need to. That's gonna be the primary battery, and right now we actually have it charging. Our second battery is right behind the seat, and you can see how that fits super snug. We've got a little buckle right here to keep it in place, and then we can take it out, of course, with that buckle, but it fits super snug right behind the seat. And that's more of a backup battery, but more so if I know I'm gonna be running long distances in a day, I can easily switch the cables from the front battery, which is right here. So this panel right here, we've got our motor, and then we've got our throttle. This goes all the way to the front of the kayak. This throttle, of course, goes right to our throttle. And like I said, if we know we're gonna need 2 batteries, which is honestly kind of a rare situation, then all we have to do is unplug these, turn around, and plug them into this battery right here. So nice convenience factor in that I have the option to have a second battery. And let's just get right into it, because we got a new motor and maybe we will need a second battery. This is the Torqeedo 1103. This thing is equivalent to 3 horsepower. It is an absolute beast compared to the 403. But again, the power, the push is what you're gonna get out of this. I am very curious tomorrow to see how fast we get this boat. With our previous model, our 403, we could get this up to about 4.5 miles an hour. So I'm really curious to see how much more speed we'll gain with this. Of course, you can see how we have this on a pulley. This goes all the way through, down the side of the boat. And this guy right here, just pull this back. You hook it over this 1-inch ram ball. Same thing if you were to take it off. Take it off. And let her go to the front. All right, moving back. Pretty much everything stayed the same here. Pedal drive, got all of our Yak Attack accessories. For the graph, believe it or not, this is the first time this boat in 3 years got actual holes in it, drilled holes in it. And this was one of them. This was the wiring for the fish finder. Previously, we would have our fish finder wires and all that stuff up in the seat, real messy, much cleaner this way. And then we'd actually use our transducer. We had a transducer swing arm. It would come right off the side from a gear track and hang right here. Not the prettiest, but it was functional. But now we've got the transducer in the dedicated space that is made for the transducer with these boats. So there is a plate right here for you to put your transducer. So we actually used it this time around. And that transducer wiring comes right, I don't know if you can see it, but take this off. Oh, new pull tabs, added new pull tabs, little small upgrade. Those come standard now on native boats, but this is an old boat. So, you know, it has some of the old parts. Even we got new BMX grip handles. All my foam handles basically had fallen off over the years, and you can probably see why. But new handles, new tabs, and like I was saying, the wiring for the transducer comes right through here. Obviously that's coming from inside the boat and then goes up under the boat for where it attaches. Other than the Torqeedo mounts and the new boat motor, the new battery situation, the seat was one of the big upgrades that Ramel did to this boat. Basically what I asked for was I wanted more space underneath the seat to have a bucket style thing like this. I like the drawer, but I like something that I could have a little bit more volume to. Throw garbage, keep extra plastics, whatever. Keep stuff throughout the day, and then it's easy to take out at the end of the day and do whatever you need to do with it. This new seat he custom made not only served that purpose, but one of the coolest features of this seat is where we are keeping the Bioenno 40 amp hour lithium battery. I mean, that thing is the definition of like a glove. Basically, all you do is you disconnect this for your power, which again is powering our graph, our lights, and this guy just pops right out. You just pop it out of there, charge it, and it's an easy, quick connect, disconnect. And that guy is going all the way up under. You can see this wire goes all the way up under to right there. So just a lot cleaner. And again, the Torqeedo battery sits nice and flush inside. I mean, it's literally just perfect. I have no clue how Ramel comes up with this stuff, but that is one of the coolest upgrades to the boat is the seat. And then we got some tie downs to secure it. And the nice thing too is this is held in place by pins. So we've got some pins right here, one on each side. If I take these out, I can just take this entire frame right off. Nice, quick and easy as far as taking stuff off this boat. And again, I'm gonna emphasize this a lot. What I really like about what Ramel has done to this boat is we can go all out, crazy motor, tackle trunk, 2 Torqeedo batteries, big 40 amp hour, all the tackle we need. Or I could take 1 motor battery, I could put a little 20 amp hour in there. Now, I could even, if I wanted to, I could put my smaller Torqeedo on there. That's one thing I did today was I retrofitted my other Torqeedo to have the same mount. So I could also put that on there. But just the customizability in this boat is phenomenal. And you know, the funny thing is, the big old tackle trunk, dude, I mean, there's nothing in there, but there's not going to be much in there. This has lost a lot of weight. The other thing we wanted to do was increase the weight distribution more towards the front. I think that'll give me a little bit more speed. I always notice with the Torqeedo, if I kind of lean forward a little bit, I'd get a little faster. And that was because before, my Torqeedo battery, my 40 amp hour battery, and a bunch of other stuff was all in the trunk, making this very back heavy. New weight distribution is going to be, I think, phenomenal as far as using the motor efficiently and probably pedaling too. Trying to see what else there is to show you. I got the tool caddy here. This is just kind of something we found at Ace Hardware. We've got pliers or fish sticks, some scissors. You can see I still got a bunch of other accessories I got to organize and put in the boat. Hog trough, or not hog trough, geez, what am I thinking? Catch board. Another nice feature of having this underseat storage is I can measure the fish my preferred way, which is laying the board lengthwise, putting the fish down and taking a picture from overhead. You don't have to keep your fish up high on your lap and risk it flopping off. That goes right there. Yeah, other than that, those are the big changes to the boat. I definitely want to get this boat out on the water, dial it in, just, you know, see how it feels. We got a big tournament coming up this weekend, arguably the biggest tournament of the year. So I want to make sure that I am in tune with my gear, with my boat. Tomorrow, bright and early, we are gonna probably head to the Delta, even though it's gonna be windy. I'm gonna finish up this organizational process, get some sleep. I'll see you guys bright and early for some fishing. Finally some fishing. My gosh, this is probably the longest the video has gone without me actually making a cast. So that'll be good. That's what it's about, is fishing. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I mentioned it was gonna be windy today. There's not many things that keep me off the water. Even a brisk, strong breeze. I'll still get out in the water, but right now I'm looking at it and 32 mile an hour winds. That's good. Here, let's just take a look. Dude. Is this really gonna test my kayaking for the first time? I think this has only happened maybe one other time for me, which is a huge bummer in that I've showed up to a launch already, all packed, and I'm turning my butt around, which really sucks because I really want to try this boat out. See if there's any other places, and it's only gonna get worse too. Yeah, dude, when you're feeling your truck like shaking because of the wind, that's not good. I don't even know where else I could go. Fact of the matter is, we are not launching our boat in this nonsense. I'm gonna go home. See you guys tomorrow morning, hopefully. I think we're good to go. This feels like a small miracle, but I think we actually get to launch the kayak today. It's not like a beautiful calm morning by any means, but we actually get to fish. You know, it sounds kind of weird, but given the timeline of events, I don't think I've actually been in this kayak for like 3+ weeks. Moment of truth. Here we go. Better. Let's drop her down. Do we dare? Here we go. $5.5 against the tide. Holy crap. 5.7. 5.7 against an incoming tide. Dude, this thing's gonna hit 6 miles an hour. Holy crap. That's kind of scary. There we go, finally got one. Ooh, a little deeper than I thought. Ooh, finally. Slimage on the remodeled Titan. All right, all right. Got her. There's always a fish back here. Oh. Rookie mistake. At least another bite on the chatter. Another one. It's not the same fish, is it? No, it's not the same fish. Yeah, they're munching the chatterbait.
Yo, what up?
What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Dude, this thing's powerful.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was going against the tide and the wind, and I hit 5.7. Well, let me try it right now real quick. Hang on. I'm scared. Dude, I'm 7.2.
Holy.
That was with calmer water, and I'm going with the tide.
Okay, so you're gonna be at 6, dude. I bet you.
Dude, the boat like lifts up a little bit.
That's freaking nutty. How's it feel though? I mean, does it feel sketchy?
A little? That's really fast.
Yeah, it is fast.
Crazy.
Yeah, big difference. Huge difference, huh?
Huge difference. Yeah. Just letting you know, it's It's got the power you were saying. It's definitely gonna hit 5.5. Yeah, man, I'll give you a shout when I get home. Let you know the final verdict. All right, talk to you later. How fast can you change over to your punch is the question. You gotta be one under this mat, right? Makes no sense. I think SENKO's gonna work. Dude, see a huge thing of fry right there. Gotta be some bass around somewhere. That's a chatter. Oh God, that was a biggin'. Son of a gun. Oh, shoot. That one got it. And this is just more of a chatterbait deal today. Chatterbait doing work. That's right where I caught him. Look, that's probably the fry he was guarding right there. Big fry. Man, everywhere. Holy heck. Yeah. Oh my God. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. This is possibly one of the most customized chatterbaits I've ever made. At one of our trailers here. Just cut off about an inch, and then we took a Spike It fire red marker. We just colored basically the boot tail part of it. And we thread our trailer on, and this is our standard Z-Man custom chatterbait, but we bought some skirts off a tackle warehouse, and this one has a little orange red in it, so I don't know, it's just something maybe a little bit more aggressive for the post spawn. Well, you'd think the SENKO would crush, but right now this guy's the deal. Of course, they're gonna be biting something else as soon as I give my little spiel on my cool chatterbait. Bunch of little bluegill following it. Here we go. Oh, that was a better one. Dang it. Finally got one. They were acting all funky over there. Not giant, but I knew we were getting bit. Just had to have one finally commit. Okay, folks. That is going to do it for the video. Finally, my goodness, this video was all over the place, all drawn out. On the positive, bright side of things, first time out in the Titan with the modifications, it was, I'd say, mostly a success. There are a few things I need to fix on the boat, mainly orientation of where I keep tools and stuff like that. But overall, it was a real good success. That boat was a lot of fun to fish out of again. The biggest change was adding the Torqeedo 1103. You guys saw it. That thing's a beast, and rightfully so. That thing packs a ton of power. Today, we easily got up to 5.5 miles an hour, gained another mile per hour compared to my 403. This 1103 is quiet, unlike the 403, which has a pretty good buzz to it when you use it. This one's nice and quiet. It's instantly responsive when you move it on the throttle. In the previous model, there was a little bit of a delay, but yeah, man, this thing is powerful. I mean, literally, when I put this all the way maxed out on the throttle, my boat would lift up. I think I legitimately created a wake today. But other than that, fishing was okay. These fish are post-spawn, a lot of fry, saw a lot of bluegill around too. The baits that should have worked today, the chatterbait and the old SENKO. Yeah, other than that, I think that is gonna finally do it for this video. We are do a couple more things to the boat in the garage, and then we're gonna head into possibly the biggest tournament of the year up at Clear Lake. One day of practice on Saturday and then the tournament on Sunday. So that'll be the next video. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video up at Clear Lake.